Welcome to this web development course. If you are someone who wants to build websites from scratch but doesn't know where to start, you're in the right place. In this series, I'll take you step by step through everything you need to know from the basics of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and to advanced topics like Bootstrap, PHP, SQL, and more. In this today's lesson, we'll start with the foundation of every web page like HTML. I'll show you how to structure a web page using the title, head, and body tags, and we'll also set up VS Code, which will make coding easier and more efficient. By the end of this video, you will be confident in writing basic HTML and preparing for the next steps in the web development. So let's get started. Before we start coding, there are a few important things you will need to follow along with this course. Firstly, you should need a laptop or desktop. While some basic coding can be done on a phone, or it's not practical to write and test the code while watching the video, a computer will make it much easier and versatile to work efficiently. Secondly, keep a notebook. It is very important. I'll be sharing important concepts, tips, and shortcuts. So, writing them down will help you remember them better and revise later. Now that we have everything ready, let's move on to setting up our coding environment. The first tool we need is VS Code, that is Virtual Studio Code, which is one of the best code editors for web development. And I will show you how to download and install it, and then we'll set up our project folder where we'll save all our files. So let's get started. For downloading and setting up VS Code, uh, go to web browser, Google Chrome or any browser, search for VS Code download, click on the official Microsoft website and download the version that matches your operating system like Windows, Linux, and this Mac OS. Once the download is complete, install it like any other software. After installing it, open the application, and the next step is to create a folder where we'll store all our project files. By the way, this is how an VS Code interface looks like. After installing VS Code, the next step is to create a folder where we'll store all our project files. So here, click on file and open a new folder. After doing this, here you should create a new folder and save it in some safe location. I've given it the name as web development, and you should select the folder here. After that, it will come something like this with capital letters, and under that we can create so many sub files and subfolders also. Like I've created another folder called CSS, and under that I've saved styles.css file. And for web development, I've created one file called demo.html, or we can create one more file called index.html, which is default. And then for now, we can create the demo.html by right clicking inside the folder and selecting new file. And the important part now is, before we start coding, we need to install two important extensions to make our work really easier. That is auto close tag and probably, yeah, the auto rename tag as well. This automatically closes the HTML tags. The auto close tag will automatically close the HTML tags, so we don't have to do it manually. And then the auto rename tag, it will, if we change the opening tag, the closing tag automatically updates, saving the time and avoiding errors. For example, if I type HTML here, it automatically gives us the closing tag. That is what the auto close tag will do. And if I want to rename anything in this thing, like for example, I'll rename it as P, it'll rename it very easily automatically due to this auto rename tag. To install this, you can go to the extensions marketplace, the square of icon on the left side bar. Search for these extensions by the name and click install. With this setup, we are now ready to start the coding. Next, we will learn about the basic structure of an HTML page. Now let us understand the basic structure of a web page. Now that we have the VS Code set up, and let's look at the basic structure of an HTML page. So basically every web page starts with the HTML tag, which tells us the browse which tells the browser that this is an HTML document inside it. We have two main sections inside the HTML structure. One is head, and then another one is body. So this is an opening tag and this is the closing tag. The head section. This contains the metadata, the title of the page, and links to external resources like CSS files. And then the body section. This is where all the visible content of the web page goes, including text, images, and links. We will go deeper into this section soon, but before that, let's take a step back and understand a fundamental question: what is the web and why do we need it? The web basically is a vast network of interconnected websites where people can find information and communicate, where we can communicate and even run businesses, right? But why is it so important? Let's take a real world example. I'm opening an Apple websites to demonstrate this. So in this, notice how the design, layout, and images, and the font, the colors, and all those things, layout, instantly grab our attention, right? These elements play a very crucial role in keeping visitors engaged. A well structured website and high quality images and content build trust and make products look more appealing. Business. So now that we have seen why websites are important and how they help businesses to grow, let's get back into our HTML file and continue building our own web page. So far, we have seen the structure of an HTML document. It has a head section and a body section. Now, let's talk about how we can give our web page a proper title and an icon like real websites do. And in the head section of our HTML, we can add a title tag. This title appears on the browsers tab. For example, I'll write my web page. Now when we run this using live server or just using the run, you will see that the browser tab displays the name my web page. So here, and then now let's add a favicon, which is a small icon we usually see here be, besides the website name in the browser tab. So to do this, we should use the link tag, and make sure that this is also placed inside the head section only. In the link tag, if we see the rel equals to icon, we should give this as an icon because it tells the browser that this link is for the icon, and the href is the URL or location of the icon image. And here we should give the link of an image which we want to uh, give it as an icon. So for example, I'm using this image as my icon. I'll copy its address and I'll paste it over here. And then also we should give a type, that is image slash x dash icon. So yeah, if we save it and run it, we'll get the icon over there besides the website name. And two things to note here is make sure the link tag is placed inside the head section, and to get link you can right click any image online, choose copy image address and paste that link over here. And one important note is that if you don't see the icon immediately, don't worry. Sometimes browser cache the old page, so try refreshing or restarting the live server. So now let's add something visible to the body of the page. We'll start with the basic thing, that is headings. So basically HTML gives us six levels of headings from H1 to H6. Here's how they look. This is the H1 tag, and I'll write something over here, and we'll interpret this same thing for the H2 tag as well, and same goes for the H3, H4. So these are the six heading tags that the HTML provides. As we go down from H1 to H6, the size of the headings decreases. You can use H1 for the main heading of your web page and the smaller ones for the subtopics or the sections. We'll run and see how it looks. So this is how it looks like. As we go down from H1 to H6, the size of the heading decreases, as I said before. And after we're done with the headings, we will continue with the paragraphs, image tags, and anchor tag. Okay, so now that we have finished the heading tags from H1 to H6, let's move on to the paragraph tag. Paragraphs in HTML are written using the P tag. It is used to write normal text on your web page, just like writing a sentence or a story. Here is an example. The paragraph tags are also come under the body section. If I give P, and I can write anything over here. So you can add as many paragraphs as you like to explain things clearly to your visitors. Let's run and see this. So here you can see that my paragraph has been printed, and this is the heading in which I have given in H1 tag. And let's move on to the image tag. Now let's learn how to add images to your web page using the image tag. Images make your websites more and more attractive and engaging. Here is a basic syntax. If we press image and enter, here's what each part means. For example, this src means the source. It's the URL or file path of the image, and the ALT stands for alternative text. It describes the image in case it doesn't load, or for screen readers, etc. And we can also give width, because this controls the size of an image. For example, you can copy any image address online and paste it in the SRC. Make sure the link ends in JPG, PNG, or another image format. For example, I'm taking this image for now, and I'm pasting it in the source. And then in the alternative text, I'm gonna give as a description of image. So The thing that alternative text does is, if in case the image doesn't load for the screen readers, it will display it as description of image or whatever you give it there. So let's run and see this. So as we can see, the image have also appeared, and let's move on to the anchor tag. So finally, let's add links using the anchor tag. Links help us to navigate to other pages or websites. So here's how to use it. We press A and enter it. If a user wants to visit an Apple website, we can paste the Apple website link over here, or say https www.apple.com, and if I save it and run it, here we can see that this has appeared, and if we click on this, we will be redirected to Apple's web page. So yeah, this is how anchor tags are really helpful. So when a user clicks on visit Apple, it takes them to the Apple website. You can also link to other pages of your own website by giving relative paths, like in the href, for example, you can give it as about.html and give the description as about us. So yeah, quickly recap whatever we have learned today. Firstly, we started with the title tag, which gives the name of the web page you see on the browser tab, that is this title tag. And then we saw the link tag, which is used to connect external resources like icons and CSS style sheets. We learned that the rel tells the browser the relationship of the linked file like style sheet or icon, and the href is the location or the URL of that file, and type defines the type of file we are linking, for example an image or CSS file. After that, we worked on the paragraph tag, the heading tag, and after that the paragraph tag, which is used to add paragraphs or simple text content, and then the image tag, which helps us to display images on the web page according to our preference of the size and all, and then the link, uh, and then the anchor tag, which tells us how to add clickable links to other pages or websites. We also one more thing I wanted to say is, we can use Lorem to generate random text, which is just dummy text that developers use while designing a page. It helps to fill the space where real content will be added later. You can just type Lorem and press enter. You will get some random data. Uh, like VS Code, it will work here and it will autofill with random text. So yes, these are some of the most basic and important building blocks of an HTML web page. That's it for today. In the next part, we will explore more tags like lists, forms, and tables, and continue building step by step. I'll run and show this last one. So yeah, we can see that there is some random data or a dummy text which is generated over here. Thank you.